the founding fathers, the love of the land is something buried deep inside of us. It is our heritage, our history, our passion. And we are its greatest stewards. From the smallest blades of grass to the widest of nature's wonders, this is who we are. This is Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land. Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land is brought to you by Outdoor Bank, get out there. Big Frig, a way of life. Frank's Butcher Shop, Wyoming born, raised and shipped to your door. And by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
Welcome to Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land. I'm your host, Alan Treadwell. On this episode, we head down to the Lone Star State to check out a Texas oasis with trophy hunting and endless recreational opportunities. And then we're off to Colorado to check out a massive ranch on the Colorado-Wyoming border with outstanding water, large meadows, and a location right in the heart of the elk migration corridor. And while we showcase a few select listings on each episode, Hayden Outdoors has hundreds of properties from coast to coast listed on HaydenOutdoors.com. Now let's head out to South Dakota, where I had the opportunity to visit an historic and highly respected family operation known as the Source in Performance Beef Cattle Genetics.
If I didn't introduce myself, my name's Cody Jorgensen, one of the owners at Jorgenson Land and Cattle. Once again, on behalf of our family, the Jorgensen family and our staff, we appreciate you really making the effort to come see us, experience our family, what we do here, and the beautiful land that we have. You guys are going to get an exceptional day. I suspect that most of you guys in this room are 3 to 4 generations removed from agriculture from your family, I'm guessing. That's kind of the average. When I get the opportunity to take you over there and take you through our operation with our family and what we really do on the land, it's a huge opportunity for me, and I just love to show you, and it's really good advocacy for production agriculture. All right, if there's no other questions, thanks for being here, you guys. Have fun and be safe.
So out in South Dakota, in the middle of the nation's finest pheasant hunting country, lies Jorgenson's Land and Cattle, a 4th-generation cattle operation known for its deep roots in performance breeding and cattle genetics. For over 100 years, 4 generations of Jorgensens have sought to improve their land, cattle, and crop genetics. And they still operate on that same ground their family homesteaded back in 1909, all the while prioritizing that very ground upon which they built their livelihood.
I guess we look at it as more of a legacy transfer. You create a legacy. And I look at my predecessors, my grandfather who homesteaded here. He did what he had to do to survive. They didn't have the technologies at hand that we have today. So he did a lot of plowing. He did things that were, to me, completely wrong. But he did what he had to do. But his legacy was to pass on to my father the ability to diversify and be successful at what you do and grow when you can. Those are legacies that are transferred. The legacy I want to transfer is to care for the soil. Put soil first. No matter what entity we're dealing with, put the soil first.
With more than 100 years under their belts and a thriving business known for its superior Angus herd, the Jorgensens are also known nationwide as being leaders in soil health. They implement conservation practices such as no-till, crop rotation, cover crops, and cattle grazing. And they're also big proponents of their very own term, agritainment, in which they implement some form of recreation on the land, such as phenomenal pheasant hunts they offer up every year. Well, that's pretty fun sitting back and watching those boys push those birds up.
You bet. It was really fun, yep. Good time. These guys really enjoy it.
You know, the thing about looking at the cover that you leave behind to be able to put these late season birds in here and stuff, but I mean, really, we're sitting here in a winter wheat field, and then you got the cover for the birds, and there's cattle just over the ridge in the lot, and I mean, it's a big process for this ranch.
It is, and I like to tell people, when our family looks at an acre of land, we like to really do 3 things on it. First and foremost, on the crop ground, we want to farm the land with soil health in mind. We really want to try to get our farm ground back to its most native state. As much organic matter back into the soil as possible. We've been no-till farming for over 30 years now. The second thing is we love to put a hoof on that same acre, right? If we can put a hoof or graze it, not only is it a good economic impact, but it's also good for the soil, really good for the cattle. And then the third thing that we like to try to do is just what you just witnessed here. I don't think this is a word, but I call it agritainment.
When you call it agritainment, I love that, Land can provide for you, but it also should be fun as well, right?
Yeah, you should enjoy it, right? It's, everyone's heard it. They don't make any more of it, right? And we like to look at it. I'm the 4th generation of our operation, and we want to be able to better the land or make the land better or more productive than what it was when we actually had the opportunity to manage it.
You really love seeing it. A multi-generational family operation flourishing. The Jorgensens have really figured out how to get the most out of their ground with conservation and the next generation at the forefront of everything they do. And I was excited to hear more from Cody about their historic cattle herd known as The Source, passed down through the years.
This segment of Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land is brought to you by Big Frig, a way of life.
It's time to elevate your banking experience. Open an account with Outdoor Bank in under 5 minutes, anytime, anywhere. It's quick and easy. Instantly fund your account with a debit card, credit card, or wire transfer. Rest easy with advanced encryption and security protocols, ensuring your personal and financial information is protected. Start managing your finances, transferring money, and making payments right away. Open your account today and experience a different level of banking with Outdoor Bank.
The Sweet Horizon Farm sits on 40 acres outside Fort Lupton, Colorado, featuring 2 homes and 2 large shops. The main home is 4,700 square feet and offers a large kitchen, 6 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, and a beautiful bar room. The guest home is 3,000 square feet with an additional 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. The property offers 3 paddocks, a large arena, 3 pastures, and 30 acres of irrigated crop ground with water rights. For more information, call Dale Smigelski or Michael Alexander or visit HaydenOutdoors.com. This segment of Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land is brought to you by Frank's Butcher Shop, Wyoming born, raised, and shipped to your door.
Hey folks, Billy at Frank's Butcher Shop in Wyoming. I want to talk to you guys today about our cooked product division. We have 22 different products, and every day we're adding new products to it. Not just with the great steaks online, now you can order our bacon online, our summer sausages, we have snack sticks, 4 different flavors, 5 different flavors of jerky, and we have the best hot dogs made from all trim, all beef hot dogs. If you want to get those, you can go online, franksbutchershop.com.
Now let's head to Wharton County, Texas to check out a property Agent Ricky Gomert has listed, Circle J Ranch.
I'm Joe Blackshear out here on the Circle J Ranch in Wharton, Texas, about an hour west of Houston, Texas. The ranch consists of about 118 plus or minus acres. It's been used for a cattle ranch in the past. Right now, it's primarily a hunting recreation spot for my kids and myself. We built a pond on it. It's got about a 1 acre pond. We've stocked it with bass.
Now this is a nice, beautiful place here, Joe. Goodness gracious alive. Well, it just doesn't get any better than this. The barn, the house, everything you've done, the waterfall, the wading pool, and then to have the kind of deer on it that you've got. Is there anything that you don't have on this place?
Not that I don't believe so.
It's pretty much a turnkey operation. You can drive in and start fishing. You can start hunting. We've got some nice 3, 4, 5-year-old deer. They range anywhere from probably in the 120s and 130s to the younger deer, and some of the older deer are hitting that 170 mark now, in that range. We also have a house, about 3,100 square foot house that was renovated when we bought the place. It's been completely remodeled, all new appliances, all new carpeting, all new paint, new roof. We built a fire pit out to enjoy those cold winter nights. So we also have a barn. We've converted into a number of things you can do in there. We've made a basketball court. And we've also got in there, we've built a limestone fireplace. We also have done the walls in cedar and made it kind of a man cave, a hangout place.
I know it's hard to get rid of, and you know, with all the ties and everything you got to it, but
it is, but you know, Ricky, a lot of these places are fun to develop.
Yeah.
They're a lot of fun to build and take them from being pretty raw and making them into some place that somebody really enjoys.
What better place could you have raise some kids or bring your grandkids and enjoy the country? It just doesn't get any better than this.
This segment of Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land is brought to you by Outdoor Bank. Get out there. Introducing Hayden Outdoors Mercantile. Get your own Hayden Outdoors branded gear for your life outdoors and more. Offering a variety of branded gear and apparel, from finely crafted clothing, handmade leather accessories, coolers, drinkware, hats, and more, from popular brands like Orvis, Big Frig, Tacticam, Cool, and more. So go to HaydenOutdoors.com, pick up your collection of Hayden gear, and join the stampede. Hayden Outdoors Mercantile, ride for the brand.
It's time to elevate your banking experience. Open an account with Outdoor Bank in under 5 minutes, anytime, anywhere. It's quick and easy. Instantly fund your account with a debit card, credit card, or wire transfer. Rest easy with advanced encryption and security protocols, ensuring your personal and financial information is protected. Start managing your finances, transferring money, and making payments right away. Open your account today and experience a different level of banking with Outdoor Bank.
Looking to sell your land quickly? Hayden Outdoors offers online land auctions through our auction platform and mobile app. In just 45 days, we can list your property, design and launch a property marketing plan, and host an online auction through our proven online auction platform. Contact one of our land professionals today to learn more about land auctions at HaydenOutdoors.com. For more information about any of the properties featured on Life on the Land, visit www.HaydenOutdoors.com.
Now let's head to Moffat County, Colorado to check out a property Dax Hayden and Lonnie Guston have listed, the Slater Dixon Ranches. So Clay, we're here today on the Slater Creek Ranch, which is in northwest Colorado, and this place is incredible.
Yeah, this is an awesome ranch. You know, they've got a little bit of everything on here. The ranch is split into 3 parcels, totals a little over 9,000 acres of deeded land. They also have Forest Service and BLM permits, which is fantastic for the grazing. The far east end, there's 4.5 miles of Forest Service boundary that they share. So, you know, you've got access right into the National Forest right there. That's super cool.
Really, the one thing that sets apart to me is the diversity. Like down here in the low country, I mean, it's perfect for cattle operation. And then you get on the other side of the ranch, there's maybe not a better piece of elk property in the world.
Yeah, it's fantastic. You know, the Snake River herd, it's one of the largest elk herds in the country and in the world for that matter. And so, you know, this ranch It controls a lot of the migration route, which is super cool. This ranch is also tied in with some of the neighboring ranches into the Ranching for Wildlife program, so they get to control kind of the habitat and how the tags are allocated for their ranches, and it really is beneficial from a standpoint of management as well as habitat improvement and that sort of thing.
Boy, Pat, this piece of property right here behind us, that's a special piece, isn't it?
Yeah, we're standing at the edge of Slater Creek. It's a real special place. This country's got a lot of history going back into the old trappers, and it is a wildlife mecca in northwest Colorado.
There's a lot of animals here, isn't there?
There is a lot of animals. It's a very prolific game herd here.
Big numbers of deer, antelope, elk. I mean, they're all here.
Yeah, and sage grouse, sharp-tailed grouse. This is one of the untouched places in the United States.
Cows that I see there. I'm sure there's some of them in with that group.
Yeah, he was to the left of him.
Well, it's an incredible place. We got to spend a couple of days out here kind of hunting and seeing some of the wildlife. And, you know, even though it's been a little warmer than we'd like and no snow on the ground for, you know, mid-November, we still seen a incredible amount of wildlife.
Yeah, we saw just a lot of deer, we saw a lot of elk, bunch of sharp-tailed grouse. This place is actually home to one of the largest sharp-tailed grouse leks in the world, which is fantastic. Really a very diverse ranch. They currently have about 1,500 cows that they run on it annually. Massive hay production. It's got fantastic working facilities. It's a really good turnkey ranch for a guy that wants to come in, have the recreational opportunity for hunting, as well as, you know, a production ranch for cattle and sheep.
You know, the other thing that kind of stands apart to me is the water rights on this place. I know there's some incredible water rights and some pivots here, which is great in this country.
Yeah, you know, on the middle portion of the ranch where the pot hook is, you know, they've got huge hay meadows with several miles of the Slater Creek running down through there. So they have flood irrigation on that. Then down here at the headquarters where we are right now, they've got 2 pivots with about 370 acres of irrigation underneath of those, where they have alfalfa growing right now currently. It's a well-rounded ranch. You can run cattle, you can run sheep. There's really great improvements on here. There's several homes, a really great, nice big shop with a lodge kind of tied into that shop.
Yeah. Really, when I think about Colorado and I think about the mountains and the beauty, like some of the sites that I've seen today, like it's just quintessential Colorado.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the classic meandering pot hook property with Slater Creek running right through it, man, you know, what a beautiful sight.
It really is such a diverse ranch, from the low country to the high country and everywhere in between. I mean, this is a place that a guy can really do it all.
Yeah, absolutely.
For more information about any of the properties featured on Life on the Land, visit www.haydenoutdoors.com. Goodland, Kansas, 1976 is where it all began for Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Over 200 brokers and agents from coast to coast. We're still going strong. If you want to sell your farm, ranch, hunting property, needing a land valuation, or in the position to purchase your next property, give our team a call at 866-741-8323. That's 866-741-8323. Or visit HaydenOutdoors.com. Hayden Outdoors is the brand that sells the land. The Frank story started when Billy Brenton learned quality Wyoming beef was not readily available to everyone at an affordable price. Billy's vision of Frank's Butcher Shop came to life to bring Wyoming-raised beef, cut straight from your personal butcher, fresh to your table. Visit franksbutchershop.com and take 25% off for subscribing and enjoy delicious, high-quality, dry-aged beef. Frank's, Wyoming-born, raised, and shipped from our door to yours. The C-Bar Ranch, consisting of 8,096 acres, offers highly productive ground for both agriculture and wildlife while offering breathtaking scenery. Water improvements include 11 wells, 8 storage tanks, and approximately 30,000 feet of pipeline providing excellent water distribution. The ranch sits in Game Management Unit 23, offering mule deer and coos deer, elk, and quail. For more information, call Greg Little or Lauren Fichtel or visit HaydenOutdoors.com. For more information about any of the properties featured on Life on the Land, visit www.haydenoutdoors.com.
history is just incredible. The years of research and data and facts and everything you have to back it up is crazy.
It is. And like I said, all of these bulls, either my grandfather owned or he had bred. Like this one was born right across the road here. And so you see all of these genetics that have stemmed through the industry all would come back to these top bulls.
The Jorgensen's name is highly respected and sought after in the cattle world. They're the #1 seller of bulls in the nation, with a foundational herd built through the vision and determination of their forefathers. The Jorgensens now have as many as 15 generations of performance-tested ancestors that form the herd that they manage today. Branding and measuring right now?
Branding, measuring, he's getting another shot, a booster shot on the other side. You can see all of this data. It's real time. This is real time into the office.
So this is this bull that's in there right now.
Yes.
So explain to me what I'm looking at there.
So this is the weight. This is the weight that's just taken. This is the hip height.
Yep.
Measure the size of the hip right there.
Yep.
And then they're also putting in scrotal. She'll type that in. She'll type in the hip height here.
660, so that
27 and a half centimeter. Yep, scrotal circumference. So this is the record then. So she's entering all that, and it just keeps. This is the genetic partner that these come from. So that's the group. Then this is the ranch tag that it was on. So it timestamps every record.
That's incredible. As with every farm and ranch who's endured through the years, innovation and a willingness to change are crucial in a legacy operation like the Jorgensens. With each generation, the operation evolves and is fine-tuned. And driving around with Cody, it's incredible seeing the scale and diversity of their operation. So this is part of your, what do you guys call it, mother?
This is part of our mother load, yeah. Our breeding program, we've coined it, we've named it the Mother Load Project. Someone might ask, well, you guys are the largest bull producers in the nation. Why are you focused on the female? If you get the female right, right? If you get the female right, then the bulls really are kind of a byproduct, right?
Yeah. So I'm sitting here looking at them and I noticed that there's a pink ear tag and a yellow ear tag, a white. I mean, there's some, what's going on there?
So each color would represent a paternal sire line.
Oh, okay.
The pink would be emulation, the white tags would be emulus, black tags would be the Rito sire line, the orange tag would be what we call travelers, and the yellows would be what we call Eldorado. And of those 5 sire lines, 90+%, I'm gonna say 96% of the total of all the Angus cattle will fall on one of those sire lines. And my grandfather, back in the 50s and 60s, either bred the very top bull that started these sire lines or owned a piece of one of the top bulls.
Wow.
So the genetic footprint in the Angus breed, just from this cow herd, is substantial.
So, I mean, the Jorgensen's name is pretty synonymous with the Angus breed,
yeah,
you know?
It would be if people that are intimate with Angus genetics, certainly they would know about Martin Jorgensen for sure.
From the massive amount of cattle they run, to the pheasant hunting operation, and to the extensive crop production, it's incredible how far they've come from the family homestead started so long ago. To be where they're at today, 4 generations deep, and doing it all on the same ground as their forefathers is really a testament to their intentionality into putting the land first and operating in such a way that leaves it better for the generations to come.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple. You live your life with Mother Nature, not against her. You work with her. You learn how she works. Because at the end of the day, she is going to win, no matter what. She's been doing it for millions of years. We learned a lot about how Mother Nature and God created our soils. And He created them in the form of the native prairie system that lived for centuries, millennia, without any human intervention, and they survived very well. And they did what they were supposed to do. They grew carbon, they grew green vegetation, they fed the animals, and they cycled nutrients. That's life. That's life. That's as simple as that. I think that's what brings me the most amount of pride, is that we can successfully run a business with a variable that we cannot control, and that's Mother Nature, right? But again, if you learn how to work with her on the soil and on the land, you begin to become more resilient in the tougher times, and that's why we are successful.
Big thanks to the Jorgensens for having us out. And if you've got a story or event you'd like featured on Life on the Land, be sure to let us know, because it's genuine folks all across this country that make this such a special place to buy up some ground and live life on the land.
For more information on any of our great properties for sale, please call 866-741-8323 or visit us online at HaydenOutdoors.com.